guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my night routine for you guys. So earlier this week I posted my morning routine, so I will link that down below and in a card up here so you guys can see what I do in the mornings for school. But today I'm gonna do my evening / nighttime routine for what I do for my summer semester of school. So it is 6:15 right now. I actually already ate dinner because I was hungry at 4 o'clock when my class ended. So I did eat an early dinner and I did actually bake some lemon bars. So I do have quite a few dishes to wash, and part of my night routine is always making sure that all of my dishes are washed by the time I go to bed. So since I have a lot now, I'm just gonna wash everything that I have now, and I probably won't have many more later tonight. So I figured I would just film it now for you guys. So usually after I wash all of my dishes, I'll wipe down all my counters with multi-purpose spray. But like I said, I just baked stuff, so I actually wiped all of that down a little bit earlier. But I did just kind of want to throw that in there, as I always wipe down my counters, and it usually will wipe off my stovetop if I've used it a lot that day as well, just because I live in a studio apartment. My space is all one giant room, and I just feel like I'm more organized and more on top of things if my space is clean. Plus I do use my island for classes every day, and the last thing I want to do is in the morning have to wipe it all down. But usually after dinner I will do whatever readings that I have for class for the next day, but he hasn't posted the readings for tomorrow yet, so I can't do them. Honestly, at this point, I'll probably just skim them in the morning before class, because I try to stop all schoolwork that I have by 7 o'clock, just so I can have some time off. I want to do a whole get ready with me video where I kind of discuss online nursing classes and my thoughts on online nursing as a whole, or just online classes as a whole. So I won't get into it too much here, but I find that it's really hard to not be doing work all the time, whether it's stuff for YouTube or stuff for my actual job that I have on campus or schoolwork. I find, because we're all online and all at home now, that it's just really hard to shut off. So I make a conscious effort to stop all schoolwork by 7 o'clock if I can. If there's something I really need to get done after 7, then I will. But if the readings aren't posted by 7, I just read them in the morning. Luckily for his lectures, we don't need to have done the readings prior to lecture. It's more just supplemental to the lecture, so he doesn't care if we read them after, which is why he waits sometimes to post them until a little bit later in the night. So yeah, instead I'm just gonna watch a little bit of TV. Today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday nights I do a virtual watch party of One Tree Hill with some of my friends, because they haven't seen it before and I have seen it multiple times. So every week we watch a few episodes on our own, and then we'll watch one episode together every week on Tuesday nights. So I have a little bit of time before we do that. So I think I'm just gonna watch an episode of something on Netflix or watch some YouTube and kind of take advantage of the fact that the readings aren't posted yet. Okay, so it's 9:30 right now. I finished doing my little watch party with my friends a little bit ago, and I changed into my pajamas, which is just an old college t-shirt and some shorts, nothing fancy. And I'm just gonna get ready to do all of my skincare. Okay, so depending on how much makeup I wear during the day, obviously depends on how I take it off. So I just have mascara and some Gimme Brow in today instead of full-on eyeliner and everything, because frankly, I was exhausted this morning and just could not be bothered. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm just gonna use a little bit of this on a cotton round to just take off my mascara and my eyebrows. My skincare routine is truly like very, very basic. I wash my face with a cleanser when I am in the shower each day, and I will wash it with a cleanser if I'm wearing like a full face of makeup. But other than that, I stick to just micellar water in the morning to wipe off my nighttime skincare, and eye makeup remover when I'm wearing eye makeup. But now that I have all of my makeup off, I'm just gonna do really basic skincare. Like I said, I don't do anything fancy at all. I do eye cream. I do this Belif Aqua Bomb eye cream right now. It's fine. It's not like my favorite. I really want to try the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright eye cream next, but I have such a huge one of these, and I have a sample size of this too. I won't be trying that one anytime soon, but leave me your eye cream recommendations down below, because I have really dry, really puffy under eyes and pretty bad dark circles. So I have like the trifecta need for eye cream. And then for like a serum, moisturizer kind of thing, I've just been using this Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra serum. This is just a sample size that I got, but I've had a few sample sizes, so I've just been kind of going through those. I have a combination to oily skin, so I don't need something like crazy hydrating on my face because that'll just make me oily. So I usually will just do the serum, especially in the summer like we're in now when it's hot and my skin is just naturally a little more oily. But if my skin is feeling a little more dry, I've been adding in this Drunk Elephant Lala Retro whipped cream moisturizer. Once again, a sample size. I mentioned it in my morning routine video that I have a lot of sample sizes of things because I used to do the Sephora Play Box and I didn't stop like that long ago, so I just have built up a lot of samples. So that's why a lot of my stuff is sample sized. And then for overnight lip balm, I'm gonna be using the Laneige, the Lip Sleeping Mask. So yeah, my skincare really is basic, but it works for me. Also, if my skin is feeling really dry and I just need something extra hydrating, or I've had a lot of makeup on during the day and just want something to kind of revive my skin after washing it all off, I use the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. This stuff is so good. It's an overnight mask. You don't have to wash it off in the morning even. You can just leave it on, which I love because I'm lazy and I don't want to wash a mask off. But even if you have oily skin, this won't make you super greasy, and it just leaves me feeling so hydrated in the morning. So when I really need like an extra boost of hydration, this is what I use at night as well. Okay, so now that I have all of my nighttime skincare done, the next thing that I always do before bed is a brain dump. So basically I have just a cheap notebook I got from the CVS across the street, and I write 3 pages worth of my thoughts. I doodle, I just fill 3 pages with things, and it really just helps me clear my mind before bed. I tend to get a little bit anxious before bed, more so than during the day, because I think that's when it really hits me that like I'm alone here all day, and I just start to kind of worry about everything that I didn't have time to worry about during the day. So this is a really good way to kind of clear my head, get all of my thoughts out on paper before bed, and then I crumple up the 3 pages and I recycle them and then I'm done worrying about them, basically. So I'm not going to show you obviously what I do on these 3 pages, but this is something that I always try to do before bed if I can. And it usually takes me like no more than 15 minutes. So let's do it. So another thing that I do after I'm done with my brain dump is I fill out anything in my planner that I already know ahead of time that I need to get done tomorrow, just to honestly get it off my mind and not worry about it until tomorrow morning when I write it down. So I have a quiz that's already been in my planner though, because that was an assignment. And then I want to do a 3-mile run tomorrow as part of my training plan. If you've seen my other videos, I'm training for a 10K that isn't like a real 10K, obviously, because everything is still closed, but my personal goal is to be able to run a 10K, so I'm training for that. I have to run 3 miles as part of my training plan. So I want to do that at some point tomorrow. And honestly, those are the only 2 things that I know now that I need to get done. So the rest I will add in the morning, like I showed in my morning routine. Okay guys, so now it's about 10 o'clock, and honestly at this point I just get into bed and read a little bit on my Kindle app. Right now I am currently about to start the sequel to One of Us is Lying, titled One of Us is Next. I'm very excited to read that one. It's been a while since I've read the first one, so I have to get like a summary just so I'm all caught up basically, but I'm starting to read that. Plus I have a book I have to read for my class. So I usually read the book for my class for like 15 minutes, and then I'll read the other book for 15 minutes to a half an hour, just kind of depending on what I'm feeling. And then I go to bed. I do go to bed between 10 and 11 usually, since I do have class every morning at 9. And starting next week, I have some classes at 7 for lab, so my schedule changes a little bit, but I also know I want to get up a little bit early to do my run tomorrow, so I'm probably going to go to bed closer to 10 o'clock than 11 tonight. But that really is it. Make sure to subscribe so you can see more videos from me. I post twice a week. Leave me a comment down below of what you want to see next. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.